Yo,
What's up, baby guy?
how's it going?
It's going well. It's good to see you. I feel like I haven't seen you in a long time.
I know, I'm not gonna lie, this is the first stream we've done that I'm like a little nervous, giddy for. Um,
Nervous giddy.
I guess, because I don't know. I mean, we kind of missed a week for the first time, which was a
Yeah,
bummer.
that's
But
true.
but you know, like I wrote on Bandcamp, like we really tried to make it happen.
Yes.
We troubleshot it for probably about an hour before we realized like the stream's just gonna suck. So let's not do it.
Yes, we did. We showed up. We after doing it for 16 straight weeks,
Yeah.
we got on online. We were looking at each other.
Yep.
We were talking.
We were about to.
We showed
click.
up.
We had our finger on the button to go,
Yeah.
but just what wouldn't be worth it.
It was
To,
going to be bad.
Yeah, it would have been bad. Too bad because it was Halloween. I don't know. I had my space outfit ready.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
guys are just gonna have to wait next year for the space outfit. I think. I was ready to.
Can I describe it to people, or
Sure,
should it remain
No, you can describe.
surprise mystery?
No,
Like
just go ahead and describe.
100,000 subs, and we reveal the spaceman.
I'm actually
outfit.
gonna
verbal
reveal-
description.
I'm actually going to sell an image of me wearing the spaceman outfit as an NFT. That's the plan.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right.
Not
Well,
really.
Nate covered a colander in
I forgot
in
about
tinfoil
I forgot
and
about
had what looked like the exact same jacket that was part of your death proof,
that. It does look the same,
costume?
but it wasn't.
but it's silver instead of white, I guess is the difference.
No, they're both silver.
Oh,
Yeah, I thought about
no
that.
wonder I thought they were the same.
Yeah, exactly.
jacket.
I thought about that, and I was like, this is very similar, but oh well. But Halloween was great. I got really drunk and probably made a fool of myself in public somewhere.
Really?
Probably, yeah. Definitely got drunk.
Did you black out?
No, but I was pretty close, and it was just a wild night. I try not to drink like that anymore, but dude, Halloween is
Yeah.
Halloween's a special time. So
Party holidays.
exactly,
I mean, if you can't do it on one of the party holidays, when can you do it?
exactly. But yeah, nice. Looks like we got some people coming in. So
What up, peoples?
How about you? You were in Puerto Rico.
Yes, I was in Puerto Rico.
There you go.
Which we have to say it like that every time that we say it. We can't say Puerto Rico. Every time we say it, we have to be like, Puerto Rico. Yeah.
Yep.
Wow. Yes. Yeah. So we were staying for if anybody knows Puerto Rico, city of San Juan, which is the big city there.
Mm-hmm.
The area of Condado and Santurce. It's kind of one of the cool areas, kind of a party vibe area where we were staying. So we really didn't go that crazy or do anything that we weren't doing like every other day that we were there, which is drinking and partying on the beach and
Right.
vibing and swimming in the waves and everything.
Right.
Yeah, I thought Nate would probably be disappointed in how un-Halloweeny this Halloween is. We
It would
didn't
have,
get any costumes. We
at the
didn't dress
very
up.
least, it would have been a very stark contrast for the stream. You would have been like sipping a pina colada on the beach, and I would have been just like completely dorked, fully dorked for Halloween.
Well, we did walk the street, the little party area. We went out. So Halloween was on a Sunday this year, so Friday and Saturday was just as much, if not more so, Halloween time
Right.
in San Juan, in terms of wearing the costumes and partying.
Right.
So we went out Friday night, went out Saturday night. Went to on Friday night we went to this thing called La Placita,
Yeah.
which is like the like nightclub row,
Hmm.
and there's more of a party in the street, in the common outdoor area in between all these clubs who
Yep.
all have their music vibing out on the street.
Mhm.
So like you can hear 6 club tracks playing, and there's 10 times as many people
Probably
in the street
I
as in any of the clubs.
I
Yeah.
imagine two things on top of that that make it way better than going to clubs and partying in America. There was one, probably plenty of street food, I imagine.
Yeah.
2,
Yes.
people were drinking outside.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. It's way
Plastic
fucking
cup,
better.
Take
Plastic
it outside.
cup, take it out. Who cares?
Can you
Cops
do that
don't-
in Nashville?
No, can't do shit in Nashville. But when I was in Spain, that's how it
Yeah.
was. It was like the streets
Yeah.
are old, so they're super narrow, and so like, you know, there's just like restaurants that are like, or bars that are just like 20 feet away from each other, 30 feet away from each other, really, because it's like you can only go, every street's like a tiny one-way street. And so like at night, or for like, especially if there's holidays or festivals, they would just say fuck it, and they'd shut all the streets down, and you just party in the street. That's just how they do it, you know.
Yeah,
I love
and it's
that.
amazing when you're in a place like that. It's like, dude, this is what the street is for.
Totally. Yeah.
What else is the street area for?
It's the it's the difference between like a society built on, you know, hundreds of years ago where people were primarily getting around on foot, to a society like ours that is like catered to the automobile. So our
Right.
streets are like, every street has to be like a 12-lane highway, and fucking like, you know, it's just totally different. And like once you spend time in a culture like that, you realize how like, I guess like there's such a better sense of community in places like that than here. Like it's just like, it's just so much harder to like connect with people in the United States like you do in other countries like that. Because the other countries are built for that. They were built in a way to facilitate community, you know, where here I think it's just more about having cars and stuff. It's kind of
Yeah.
shitty. It's really shitty comparison. But
It's all about having cars.
yeah,
Is the
Well.
bottom line.
yeah. Anyway, well, that sounds really fun. I've never been to Puerto Rico, but I would love to go. Sounds awesome. So tonight we are tracking the rest of War of the Worlds, since we've been since the last time we streamed a couple weeks ago. I've been just tracking basically like all the basics and temporary bass and all the stuff that I wanted to contribute to the project. And now basically tonight I've got 2 songs that I sent to Brandon, and they both need his bass and possibly whatever else. It's as always, I'm always open to your interpretation of the song, and like open to whatever it is you want to bring to the song, whether it's bass or just bass, or if you want to add keys, synth, guitar, like whatever. I don't care. I always am just happy to have whatever you give me.
Cool.
But we'll see how far we get. There's 2 of them, so maybe we'll only get through 1 tonight, but we'll see how far we get.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I just listened to these songs that you wrote and put together. I just listened to them for the first time right before getting on the stream now.
Yep.
They're awesome. I
Yeah.
especially like this one that's called In the Beginning There Was Dub. I love this. I think this is my new favorite
Nice.
song that we're doing.
Nice.
This EP.
Yeah, and before you play it, just to give everybody kind of an idea, and I kind of keyed you in on this a little bit too. Like, the idea is this track is the first track of the EP. So we're probably
opener.
This is the opening track. So there's kind of an intro. Well, this song serves as an intro to the whole EP, and there's also kind of an intro for this. It's also an intro for the song itself. So this first part you'll hear before it goes into the reggae section is, I imagine, there will be some kind of monologue where either Orson Welles or somebody from the movie is going to be describing Earth's imminent demise via alien invaders. Or maybe I'll read it. I don't know. Maybe I'll do it. I have that voice deepener thing that I use. Maybe I'll just do it. But
Oh, that would be cool.
yeah. But yeah, let's should we just listen to it? What do you think?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll get my bass tuned, and
All
you
right.
want to do bass first?
Whatever you want to do. Yeah, sure.
All right.
It definitely needs bass the most. Both of them do.
Okay. Let's check it out.
Yeah. You could turn it up a little bit.
How's that?
That's good.
It was then that Earth knew they were doomed and totally fucked. Their fuckage was so extreme. Many people of Earth gave in to their alien captors.
Oh, you do that thing on the guitar that I love. You gotta teach me how to do that.
Yeah, I will.
That.
Yep. They were so fucked, so completely fucked. They had no idea what to do against the aliens' superior firepower. It was only due to the return of Dub Robot, Black Market, and Wise Owl that the people of Earth were saved. The great fucking of Earth was stopped that day.
Earth fuck. 2021. I'm gonna turn up the theremin at
Nice, yeah.
Steve's request here.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a
man.
fun one. I really dig it. And you know what? So I recently acquired some marijuana.
Really?
Yep. And
Isn't
I
that
was
illegal where you live?
is very, very illegal.
Not
cool
where I live.
here. Anyway, I don't have it anymore. Any police that are watching, it's gone
It's
now,
all
so
gone.
it doesn't matter. But when I did have it, I indulged, and I actually came up with the intro thing. I was just like laying in bed, like thinking about like what I was gonna do with this thing, and I thought, oh, I should do like a military kind of sounding, like some cinematic kind of thing in the beginning to kind of. To kind of open the album. I think that would be really cool.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, then the next morning I got up and I just like got into the studio right away, and I didn't like hear the part exactly, but I thought, okay, that's a cool idea. I should follow that and figure out where to take it. But
So that's where that tut
yeah,
type
yeah,
of feel came
all that
from?
thing. And honestly, we could have put like a skank over that, and it would have been like almost kind of cool in a weird way. But it's fine how it is at the same time.
Yeah, I like how it's the reggae feel is held off
Yeah.
from the beginning.
Totally.
Like I don't know if we've ever done that before.
Yeah,
If you've ever done that before, have an EP that doesn't. Well, no, you definitely have had an EP that doesn't begin with reggae in the first 2 seconds.
Probably. I mean, but yeah, most of it is just straight reggae. I mean, you're right. Yeah, it's the invasion is the reggae. When the reggae drops, the rest of the EP is all reggae. That is the occupation of Earth by the Martians.
So reggae symbolizes the Martians.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Peter and the Wolf. Like each character is represented by a different instrument.
Yeah. Exactly.
You're like, yes.
I was like, for a second, I was like, I remember being a child and Peter and the Wolf. Hold on.
Yeah, remember when they teach us that in first grade?
Yeah.
Remember?
Yep. But yeah, I mean,
Cheers.
exactly. Cheers. I don't know. I'm also kind of just pulling that out of my ass as I speak. I didn't really think of that ahead of time, but and feel free. You don't have to follow that temp bass line at all. I don't care what
I love
how
it.
you change it. If you want to change it.
It seems right in there. Seems exactly what it wants to be,
Yeah.
so to speak.
Yeah, it's a fun one.
Let's
Groove
see. So,
Stranger in Twitch says, leitmotif.
yes, exactly.
Thank you for that.
Yes, that's what we were looking for. So the
good Steve on
the chords.
Steve on the YouTube channel says the drum intro reminds me of UB40's Present Arms. Needs some Earl Falconer bass runs. That's a cool idea.
It is.
Yeah.
I don't think I know that song though.
Yeah, I'm not super familiar with that one either. We'd have to listen to it, but we can't.
Yeah, we can't because we're on YouTube.
Chords. Okay, so
So it's D minor to A minor is the first thing.
yeah, so the whole thing. I'm I'm just gonna. So yeah, it's a D minor, A minor, and then basically the way the form goes, it goes. Yeah, and I think it repeats 4 times, and
Okay.
then it moves up a whole step.
Oh.
Just does the exact same shape but up a whole step. Repeats twice. Then it goes back down a whole step, back to the original chords. Then do that twice. Goes down a whole step from there. Does it twice. Back up a whole step. Twice, then goes up the other whole step. Then it walks all the way back down, and then you end on the original chords.
Okay, so it does the original key 4 times through, and then up, back, down, back, up, back, down. It does that twice.
Yeah, so it starts. So starts in the original key, goes up, back down, down, back up, up, the whole step from the original key, back down, back down. So you go down the whole step to the C minor shape twice. And after you get through that twice, I believe, if I remember correctly, it goes back to the original key, back up one more time, and then it ends on the original key.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it. So it goes up 3 times and down twice.
Yeah.
All right.
And that's it. It's really nothing super crazy. The other
Okay,
one's a
let-
little
yeah.
weirder, but we'll get there.
Let's do the reggae part first.
Yeah.
Or
that's
should we
good.
do the intro part first?
It's up to you. Basically, the way you can change it actually, but the way I did it is I just had the bass follow the snare part pretty like exactly basically on just the root chord, just D.
So the nice thing about doing it that way is it doesn't give away that it's reggae
Right.
or Jamaican yet,
Right.
you know, because we could do things that are like
Yeah.
you know,
Totally.
do it like that,
Which I'm open to.
sort of gives it away.
Yeah.
Let's see, how does the rest of this go?
Oh yeah, then there's that. And then it switches up the rhythm a bit towards the end.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. So I think about 3 times through, I want to say the rhythm stays pretty much the same. and then by the time it gets to the last time through, either the last time or second time through, I couldn't remember while we were listening, but that's when it starts to change. And you might just have to punch those, but that's okay.
Okay. Yeah. I can punch it once the rhythm starts changing. Let's start at the beginning.
Yeah.
Myself a new track here.
Also, this is just kind of funny, but doesn't really affect the song at all, but it was funny. When I recorded the guitar skank for this song, I had this microphone, my fucking podcast mic, just open, and I clicked record in Reaper on this channel instead of my guitar channel. So it's like, luckily my guitar was really loud, but it's literally like my guitar being recorded from like across the room.
Oh, no, that's this track here? Or no, not that.
Yeah.
The guitar skank.
Well, yeah, that too. That is the same track.
Oh. Wow. That
yeah,
sounds really good.
It's wild. Yeah, there's no dry signal. Me and Brandon were talking about this before, but there's no dry signal of the piano, the Wurlitzer, the organ, the guitar. It's just you're only listening to the return of the Mutron phaser. And I've kind of been setting up all of my skanks that way lately because it's like super Lee Perry. And it's kind of, honestly, at this point, for the foreseeable future, I'm just going to do it that way because it also puts the whole skank on one fader for me. It like, I have a stereo fader for the Mutron. So I can just dub out or take out the whole skank at once. I don't have to like mess with my balance or anything like that. It's really cool.
Yeah.
And it sounds fucking sick.
Glue.
Yeah.
It glues things together.
Yep.
Yeah. Hey, what's the BPM of this?
Shit. I don't remember. Trying to remember off the top of my head. This one, I want to say it's like 90 something.
Okay, let me just type that in. 90 something.
I don't know. Oh, here,
Wait,
play it and I'll
it's
get
not
it.
accepting that. It'll only take numbers.
God damn it. Okay. Okay, play it again. I'll tap it out. I should have sent you this. Oh. This one's 88.
Okay.
Or maybe 89. It's either 88 or 89.
$88.
Cool.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna set up a little count off for myself here.
Nice. Pretty sure I remember the other one.
Let's try it. Need to mute
The temporary
your
bass. Yeah.
The temporary bass. Got two basses. Too many. I could do like
I like that. Yeah, it's kind of completely like you're at this point, the bass is like the only real like melodic anything during this section. The guitar is kind of just following on the when it comes back around to the D.
You would know about that.
I would, yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Sick. Killing it. Yeah, so
What do you
the way you're playing the intro is going to make punching that part in when the rhythm changes a little harder than what I did on the temp bass, because I kind of just hold the notes out over like two of them, so I don't have to do all of them. But I like what you're doing. But yeah, it's just gonna get complicated because like when I didn't like plan those rhythms out. Those rhythms were like I was recording the whole drum set at once, and then just like every measure would change, and I would just change the snare rhythm and then add another one or take one out or pull one back in.
So it's all like improvised, basically.
Totally improvised, yeah.
Okay, all right. We'll come up with a way.
Yeah.
Should be halfway between those two.
Yeah.
Should be like. Like a that.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's try it again. Up. Barp.
Tricky.
Yeah.
I kind of like what you did though.
Yeah,
It was
because if it is improvised,
cool. It's pretty tough.
well, I mean, if we want to have it match, we can make it match. It takes a little bit of work, but we can do it.
Right.
It's no problem.
Right.
But the question is like, do we want to have it sound like whoever played these drums, you,
Mm-hmm.
just started improvising and started going, and the rest of the band is just holding a groove while
Right.
the snare drum is doing like a snare drum solo?
Yep.
Or do we want to have it sound like a Frank Zappa type thing, which is like a really weird non-repeating thing that the
Right.
entire band is like reading sheet music
Right.
and playing
Right.
together?
That is closer to what I had in mind.
Okay.
But
yeah.
that being said, what you did once the rhythm started changing did sound really cool. What I would do is kind of a mix of the two, in that you can do everything that you did up until the very last bar, where it goes ba 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 ba, and then it goes into that drum fill that then starts the song. I think the very last one you should lock in with. Yeah.
That.
Yeah.
Okay. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Yep.
Da.
Mm-hmm.
Ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba, ba.
There you go.
Da-ba-da-da-ba-da-da-ba.
Toy. There you
Oh,
go.
what about this though?
Hmm.
What if it went like this?
Could do that. Yeah, that's cool. You know what else I think you
it
should
draws
do?
too much attention to itself, maybe.
You know what I think you should do though, is once the drum fill starts, you should do a big like boop, like sweep up.
I hope that's what Steve meant by the bass runs,
Yeah,
the UB40 bass runs. Like,
we're gonna pretend that's
it
exactly
just
what he
happened
meant.
to name a song by them that doesn't. I can't think of it. Either
Yeah.
I don't know it at all, or I can't think of it.
Right.
But so instead of, or you mean bum?
Yeah, like over the drum fill basically.
Okay.
Or you could go down actually, maybe down.
Okay.
Or just do like a real quick one, like woo. Yeah. There's one thing, the only thing I would say about the bass line you're doing, I really, really like it. So I would leave a little bit of space right there. So I would do something like whatever, but like leave a
Okay,
little space
yeah.
right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's sick. Yeah, it's still up there.
Okay.
Yeah. Sick. I really like the boo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. That's real good.
Ba-da-da-da-doo-doo.
Ba-da-doo-doo-doo.
Let's listen to the intro, though.
Okay. What do you think?
It could be cleaner. You
Yeah.
go through it. Yeah, it needs more of a. Needs to be more established.
Mm-hmm.
Let's try it out. Let me try it out.
Okay. Nice. That sounded good. It was definitely tighter.
Yeah, I think if I establish that alternating octave thing
Yeah.
from the beginning,
Yeah.
it ends up making the drummer sound like he's actually
Being more
playing the solo.
spontaneous. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
the drummer is opening up.
Yeah. I think that's a great call.
rather than locking in and then they both start playing something different at the same time.
Right.
Like I should be doing the solo support thing the whole time.
Right. Nice.
Okay.
Yarp.
Snarf, snarf.
Yep.
All right, let's do the rest of the swung now.
Nice. Sick. Super
You know
sick.
what's really interesting? I need to so I haven't played bass in a week.
Yeah.
Been on vacation.
Right.
Been in the Caribbean.
Okay.
And that Caribbean air has contributed. What do you think?
Soft. Soft. He's gone soft.
No. I'm
Soft.
saying
Soft. 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 Soft.
Can you hear? Tell me what you hear.
It's a little plucky.
Right. It sounds like I'm playing with a pick, doesn't
It
it?
does, yeah. Why are you doing that?
Do you see me holding a pick, though?
No. Are you some kind of magician? Is it because you're playing by the bridge?
No. It's because my fingernails have grown.
Oh,
I have
right,
a long fingernail on my.
right. Well,
Let's
start
see.
start chomping away, man.
So
That'll be good for the stream. Just start biting your nails.
middle finger, corner of middle finger, inside corner of middle finger, long fingernail is. Yeah, look at that, guys. Ha ha. Gotcha. Gotcha.
Yep.
No, but seriously, is when I play the reggae bass style, which
Mhm.
uses the inside corners of your pointer and middle finger. There's a good view of the nail.
Yep. It's right above my head there.
It's making it sound like I'm using a pick.
Yep.
So that's not really going to fly for this song.
No. You're gonna
The
need
song
to.
don't want to feel like that.
You're gonna need to fix that little fucker.
Yeah. Okay. I'll be right back. Let me go grab a little snipper.
All right.
I'll be right back.
Wow. To think we might be graced with a live nail clipping right now. I really, really hope so. Let's do a poll in the YouTube chat. Should we watch Brandon trim his nails? Yes or no? asking the community.
See, this is the high quality content that should we watch Brandon Sherman's name? Well, I don't know if you guys have any choice. It's happening.
It's happening. It hasn't happened.
No, I haven't. I just went to go get the clippers.
Wow.
I didn't want to leave you floundering on the air by yourself for too long.
Thank you. I'm really bad when I'm by myself.
Yeah, me too.
I just kind of twiddle my thumbs and go, "Hi."
I've said this before, but it always reminds me of in Wayne's World when Wayne like has to leave or something, like in the middle of a show, and unexpectedly Garth has to host the show by himself.
That's
and
exactly
it's like a
how I
total
feel.
mental meltdown. Yeah.
Oh man, I'll be the Garth tier Wayne any day. I don't give a fuck, dude. I love Garth. I love Dana Carvey.
Well, I mean, when the other one is gone, we're both Garth, man.
That's true. That's true.
I can't remember what he says, but he starts saying some pretty psychotic.
He probably just says,
shit.
"Not cool," or something. I don't know. That's so good. I love it. Oh my god. We should just call this show Wayne's World. Also, by the way, we're like
That's a good idea.
we're like I think we're gonna name the show something, right? It's not just gonna be live stream, since that's like the weakest, lamest name ever, and it's probably why no one's watching.
Live stream number 1.
Yeah,
Number
exactly.
2.
If anyone has any ideas for show names, drop them in the chat. Drop them in Twitch chat, YouTube chat. YouTube chat's a little busy because they are deciding a poll right now whether we should watch Brandon clip his nails. But once you guys finish with that, and Twitch, if you guys have any ideas for what we should call the show, we'd love to hear about them. We might not pick them. We probably won't pick them. But maybe. Who knows?
Yeah, we might not be able to come up with anything better than like 2 friendly guys or something. So you should probably help us.
Yeah.
All right, look at this now. Oh,
So-
you got something? You got an idea?
Do I have an idea?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, so this one is all for all my friends in the UK. So look at these clip nails now.
It's good shit.
How do you hear?
It's a lot better. It literally is a lot better.
Literally better.
Yes,
Can you hear the
Yes.
cat meowing?
I can. Your cat is like, hell yeah. Way
Loving
better.
that. Way better. Meow. So much, the bass sounds so much better.
Yep. Oh, man.
All right. Here, it's solo. I'm going to solo. This is what I was recording before I clicked
Okay, so
it.
we're going to hear it back to back. We're going to A-B this.
Oh.
Yeah. Yep. It's not
Yeah.
all the time, but it's there.
I was trying to minimize it as much as possible, but every once in a while there's just a full-on
Yeah.
fucking just blend
Yep.
it in there.
Yep. No reason to play with a handicap, man.
No.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Whoops.
Yeah, dog.
Okay. Now that I'm hyped and feeling it. I need to turn
Yeah.
up my headphones.
Do it.
What?
Just felt like I was watching
I'm
Eight
serious.
Mile for a second.
You know, I've never seen 8 Mile.
Really? Oh my
Yeah,
God.
I
We
know.
should do a live watch along of 8 Mile. Let's do a live commentary of 8 Mile.
All right. Does he say something about his headphones?
I'm pretty sure, yeah. He says, "Turn up my headphones," something like that.
Oh,
That's always what everyone says whenever a recording studio is depicted.
Oh,
Turn up my headphones. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fucking sick. Turn up my headphones. It's like the primary job of the engineer is to turn up the headphones.
racist.
Yeah. Whoops. Killed it. That was dope. Excellent.
Ming.
Yeah, he killed it.
Hmm.
I accidentally quit Source Connect for like 2 seconds during that.
Yeah, it was like, and then boodly.
Stupid, but I fixed it.
Good job.
Yeah. Yeah, you nailed it. That was sick.
All right. Let me just listen through it
Yeah.
and listen for stuff that I'm like, ew, no.
Yeah. Yep. I was definitely grooving on that one.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Yep. You know, I think we should. All right, clipping nails on the stream is obviously sweet. We should probably start. I want to start. We'll ease into this, but I think next week I'll probably take a piss on stream. And and then maybe we could start shitting on stream too. Then we'll really get the attention of whoever.
Yeah, dude, we gotta make this stream more like have a broader appeal
Mm-hmm.
to
Yeah.
the different.
If we start getting into like very subtle fetish stuff, we're gonna find an
Yeah.
audience, Brandon. You believe you me.
Yeah, smoking.
Smoking feet,
Yeah.
smoking and farting. Oh God. Oh man.
So I've heard.
Yeah.
So I've heard.
Seriously,
Not
me
that,
too.
not that I would know.
I wouldn't know either.
Sweet man. So, yeah. Do you hear anything else on this one? I mean, so obviously there's going to be a bunch of samples,
Yes.
vocals,
Mm-hmm.
not like singing, but vocal samples
Mm-hmm.
and dub action
Yes.
happening in here.
Mm-hmm.
But let's see. Maybe we can have some kind of
If you hear something,
synth adventure.
sure. Yeah. If you hear some, and obviously there's a top line already too. So,
Right, of the theremin.
yeah.
How did you do that theremin, by the way?
It's really cool. Like, I posted a link to the guy's website in the chat, in both the chats, where you can get it. It's only $15, and it's a sweet theremin. It sounds awesome.
So this is a software dealie?
Yeah, exactly. I literally almost bought a theremin, but I didn't have the money to do it this month anyway. But I've literally always wanted one. I've wanted a theremin since like high school. I've always thought they were super cool, and I thought this would be the project where I would finally do it. And I thought, you know what? I'll buy this fake one and just screw around with it, and maybe it'll be a temp, and maybe I'll get one. I don't know. They make like Moog makes mini theremins now that are basically just as good. They're not fully analog, but you know, they can get that classic tone, and they're like $500. And I was like, you know, I was really thinking about doing it. But once I heard that, I was like, man, $15 is a bargain. I don't need it. No one's gonna tell the difference, and it's, you know, I'm not I don't know how to play theremin, so.
Right, when you told me before, and I was like, damn, how'd you get that theremin sound? You left out the part where it was digital. You were like, yeah, dude, I bought a theremin. I was like, really? It's like, yeah, it's $15. I was like, what?
Wow.
Like, yeah, I played that on theremin. I was like, dude, that's like the pitch is so accurate.
No.
Like you're sticking those parts. Like, that's amazing, dude. I thought you just like bought one and just straight up learned how to play it like that well.
I
was amazed.
I would love to be able to do that. No, I played it on my keyboard.
Okay. I played it on my keyboard, actually.
I see.
Yeah, sorry, I was not trying to mislead anybody there. I bought a software instrument called Theremin by Adam Monroe Music. He's got a whole bunch of other cool plugins too. But yeah, it's really cool. Like, basically, you have to hold down. Like, if you wanted to kind of slide between notes like it does, you have to hold down more than one note at once. So if you're holding down like say a middle C, and then you keep holding that down, and if you were to play, you know, a C an octave up, it'll sweep up super slow.
Whoa. Okay.
It's really, and it sounds like a real theremin, like kind of doing that thing. So it was interesting. You have to really like it was not like playing a synth part on. That was awesome, by the way. That really reminds me of a John Carpenter soundtrack that I would love to pay homage to with that. If anyone knows what I'm talking about, it's
Okay.
It's the Prince of Darkness soundtrack. I think he uses big ass choir, digital choir like that. It's really cool.
BACs.
Yeah, big ass choirs.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. I thought something like this might be kind of cool in this song. You know.
What a big choir. It sounds like a Kanye song now. Holy shit. Literally. This is like Jesus Walks right now. What's the Jesus Walks thing? Bum, 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 bum. Oh my god, that's so funny. All right. So obviously there's a big part of me that's like no, but there's another big part of me that's like that kind of sounds awesome.
Yes.
Like, it sounds really great. Holy
Kinda
shit.
does, man. Especially during that.
Yep. Wow. I love that there's like zero decay. It's just it's just like
Yeah, I mean, we should treat it a bit, maybe. Because you're right. It's very. Oh, here we go.
oh, female choir. There's no girls showing up. There's zero girls showing up to this party, I promise you. So is it a sample of a guy? It's got to be, right? Is that how these digital choirs work? Are they samples of real people, or is it completely digital?
I don't know. I think there's multiple ways.
Yeah. It wouldn't surprise me at all if it was just 100% digital. But they've gotten really good with like sampling stuff now. So
Yeah, I think there's different ways of doing it. Some are sample based, some are purely synthesized.
right,
Whoa.
that's pretty sweet.
It's a little too much.
Sounds like people in hell trying to get out. Or maybe it's demons in heaven trying to get out of heaven. That's what it sounds like.
Los Demon.
Oh, by the way, for anyone that cares, the final Halloween movie total for October. Do you want to take a guess how many I watched?
I'm gonna guess that you watched 41 movies.
Up.
Jesus. 53 movies.
That's closer. 49.
Wow.
Yeah, 49.
Yeah, I was following your Instagram story there. It was pretty it seemed like for about a week there was maybe like 3 or 4 movie posters every day.
Yes.
And so I was assuming that corresponds with that you watched that movie today, because it included a caption, like a sentence long review of it.
Mm-hmm. No, you're correct. Those were the movies I watched that day. So, yeah, some days were a 3-movie day. I would wake up in the morning and like while I'm drinking my coffee, it's like as soon as I got out of bed, I'd be drinking my coffee. I'd go throw a movie on. By the time the movie is over, take my dog for a walk. As soon as I get back, studio. Rest of the day. That night, stay up late, watch 2 movies. Triple movie day.
It seems like you went way more obscure with the movies this year than you normally do.
Definitely. Yeah, last year there was a lot of a lot of like big ones, a lot of classic movies that everybody's probably seen. But yeah, this year I've been collecting a whole bunch of weird like horror movie Blu-rays. Cheers, bro. I don't have a drink. I need one though.
You should go get one while I mess around with this
Okay.
choir. Here we go, people. We're gonna play with the choir.
Wow. All right, I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty sick. It's actually pretty cool. Here was kind of an unofficial rule for this project I had while I was tracking it. Like, there's no instrumentation that is in one part of the song that doesn't show up throughout the song.
Okay, so if it's in the intro, it has to also be in the reggae.
that if I was still tracking, that would be how I would have approached it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You know, this might call for a. We might have to call on Saint Eno, the helper. Interesting. This is something I can use just in general for this room. This should probably be just plastered on the wall forever. It just says "tidy up." Can you read that? Or is it backwards?
Well, it's written backwards for me,
Right.
but yeah, for a second I thought it was like Thai or something. I was
Right.
like, wow, you get much inspiration from that, do you?
No, it just
I
says
was impressed, but okay, yeah, tidy up. All right,
tidy up. So do with that what you will. Some of these cards are more fun than others.
okay,
Some
I'll
of
tidy
them, some of them are like do your chores.
up. Drink milk.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Brush your teeth.
mm-hmm. Okay.
You know, I think we should have we should start every show from now on where I'll just pull a card, like at the start of a show, and we'll try to do something in the episode that conforms to whatever idea is presented by the card.
That's a really good idea, Ming.
I think that would be cool.
Okay. Let's see. I think I'm ready. Are you ready, Nady?
Hey man, I'm along for the ride tonight.
Whoa.
That's that's a choir. This would be very different for any black market EP ever if there's this kind of shit on it. Wow.
I know.
It sounds really good though. That's a great
does.
choir. I usually don't like those that much, but that sounds really good.
Reason. Okay, so everybody knows what I'm using is a plug. It's one of the instruments in Reason. It's called Humana.
Mm-hmm.
I think this might be like one of the instruments that you need, like one of the either pay extra for or get one of the more tricked out versions of Reason to have. I don't think it comes with the basic Reason.
Okay.
But you should be able to get it on its own, I think. If you do have one of the more basic versions of Reason. It's called Humana. This patch is called Mars Ah Natural.
I love it.
And I just turned up the reverb portion of this instrument pretty significantly.
So it's a choir named Mars something or other.
Mars, yeah.
That's so sweet.
Yeah, there's different names, and 3 of them are named after the planets. I'm guessing that it's like a reference to what's the name of that composer who did the Planet series?
Is it like John Cage or no?
Something like that.
Is it like an avant-garde kind of guy?
Yes.
God damn it. I know exactly who you're talking about.
You know?
Yeah.
And that's Mars.
This could be like The Simpsons.
Yeah, it sounds like the Stonecutters, like.
Oh my god. It's so good.
Like, who keeps the metric system down, dude?
You know, I've never been like a huge Simpsons person, but I've always like anytime it's on I will watch it, but I've never like watched all the Simpsons or anything like that. But that shit's funny, man.
This shit is so loud. Okay. Maybe I should turn this part down instead.
I'm very interested. I'm very interested to hear how you'll fit this in during the reggae part.
Well, by tidying up.
Yes.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
Forgot my count off. Muted my count off.
Yeah, don't do
Need
that.
that.
Or okay, is this This
Having
is
second thoughts now.
no. I actually really like it in the intro. I think it'll fit well. Now I can't really imagine the intro without that. Now I actually do really
Yeah.
I actually do really like it. But I'm wondering if actually it will be a better emphasis of just the intro if you use it just there, even though I'm already breaking my own rule I just established. Because I just wonder what the fuck are you gonna do with that during a reggae part?
Well, let me just fix this one part that I
Okay.
missed. Keep thinking about it.
Okay,
Let it marinate.
I'm marinating my brain in ranch water.
Gross. The hell is ranch water?
It's
Is that like water with a little bit of ranch dressing in it?
yes,
All right, cheers. Whatever you like, man.
ranch me, bro. Oh man.
Yeah, this is pretty sweet, dude.
I think it's cool. Yeah, I think. Well, I want to hear what you might do with it during the rest of the song, but I'm thinking just the intro will probably be the best use for this. Because yeah, now imagine Orson Welles being like, "Yes, and then I fucking read this on the radio, and everyone lost their minds." Like, it's gonna be cool. Continue. I don't hate it.
You did have me leave that space in the bass line there.
Mm-hmm.
This could happen in the space.
Okay.
Oh no, this is maybe a little bit too early, but just there, like this. This shouldn't be the most prominent detail. This shouldn't be something that makes or breaks the sound.
For
it's
sure.
Just like, it's just, one of those things, one of the 10 textures, just so that there
Yeah.
are 10 textures. you know?
Totally. I dig it. I think it sounds cool. It'll be a fun thing to dub out too, to put a big ass delay throw on one of those.
Huh?
Oh, oh.
Yes.
Sounds like they all sat on something cold at the same time. Oh.
Too bad. So, like the next level of voice synthesizing would be to like program it so that they can say words.
Oh god,
Or you
that'd
could
be
like put
so
in like
cool.
some Latin or some German and
What
shit.
if you had a vocoder and like instead of a synthesizer you had this choir sound? Or not not a vocoder. What's the fucking Peter Frampton thing with the tube? Is that a vocoder?
Talkbox.
Talkbox. Yeah, what if you had a talkbox and instead of a guitar or a keyboard or a synth or something, you had this like sound? I bet you that would probably sound kind of cool.
That would be pretty amazing.
Yeah.
We could probably like layer them
Mm-hmm.
because the talkbox vibe would really. It wouldn't be the voice qualities and voice formants and vowels and consonants inside of this sound. It would be
Right.
this sound shoved inside of that speaking.
Right.
So every time like the mouth closes, the bigness of the choir would come down.
It'd be
You know?
very strange.
Yeah.
That's another thing I've always wanted. I've always wanted a little talkbox. I think those are cool.
So, but these do exist though, which are instruments which take what you're vocoding and turn that into a choir.
Right.
That's
That'd be
what we would need.
Yeah.
I don't have one of those.
Right. Well,
Nor am I willing to put more than the 15 minutes that it would take to find the next cool sound
no.
for this song.
Yeah.
We should tidy up, like what's his name says.
Yes. Well, what do you think? Do you want to add this on there or what?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think it'd be a cool texture.
Cool. I think we should do it then.
And since it's dub music, it's all stuff that like if a long stretch of the song is going to sound better without it, you just pull the fader down.
Totally. Yeah. Yeah, it's dub is one of those things where you really can throw the kitchen sink at a song because you can use it once in a dub if you want. You could use
Exactly.
it the whole time. Like it could really like, you can do all kinds of stuff. So I think it's cool. I mean, it kind of fits the theme of the EP in a weird way because it just sounds like a big epic like collective humanity kind of thing, and it's very ominous, which
Yeah,
it would be if this was happening.
because I think too, man, that the whole thing that you have here,
Yeah.
that's like a reference to the which is from a piece called Mars,
There you go.
and this is War of the Worlds, which is the Martians coming.
God, that's amazing. So
And we have our thing.
that's amazing because I'm not familiar with that piece. Although I totally believe you that what I came up with was some kind of like
Let's see.
osmosis thing that I've probably heard somewhere.
Do you think that's in the public domain by now?
How old is it? Or when is it from?
I'm gonna look it up. Mars, the bringer of war.
Wow.
Gustav Holst. That's the
Okay.
guy
Okay.
who we can. Thank you, people in the chat, by the way, who are normally there for us whenever we can't think of somebody's name. Not way to drop the ball.
Yeah, thanks y'all.
Let's see. When was it written? When is it?
What is it? If it's over 70, 75 years, something like that, it doesn't matter anymore.
So it's from The Planets. It's a 7-movement orchestral suite by Gustav Holst. It was written between 1914 and 1917. It's over 100 years old.
We're good.
All right.
Play that shit.
Play that. So,
Do you know the section where it does that? Because that in
mean,
retrospect makes what
This is how it starts. Check this out.
Oh, I've totally heard this.
Yeah, this is super famous,
Yeah.
and you were totally influenced by this without even realizing it.
Yeah, absolutely. This is literally the intro. This is what I was trying to
Yes.
get at.
Okay. So you
I was
were
trying
influenced
to
by it on purpose,
Well, no, but like I wasn't. But
but this is the vibe.
this is exactly what I was going for, and what I was like. I must have heard this. I mean,
And it's called Mars,
Yeah.
Bringer of War, who brings the war of the worlds, and they come from Mars.
that's pretty awesome.
All right. Well, this isn't being done by a male choir, but you
Yeah.
get the point. Whoa. Hang on.
Wow. So sick. Man, it's so like John Williams must love this shit.
I was just gonna say, like,
It's so
Yeah.
Star Wars, proto
Yeah.
Star Wars.
yeah, did somebody
Fuck.
quote this for Star Wars? Maybe.
Did someone cheat on their homework?
Answer's yes. Yes, they
Mr.
did.
George Lucas? Hmm?
George Lucas.
Yeah.
All right. So
That's really cool though.
let me just tidy up and just play through some of this business.
Thank you for continuing to repeat tidy up.
And then okay. Ready?
Yep. dig it, honestly. It really has grown on me since you initially played the sound.
Good.
Um,
Good.
It's cool. It's very cinematic. Also, Groove Stranger commented in the Twitch stream. He said, "The Planets may be my favorite symphony. Give the whole thing a critical listen. The choir stuff comes in big in a later movement. First movement is in 5/4 time, I think. It's very cool. And look up the Tomita Planets, a 70s electronic music guy did his own arrangement, which is epic. That sounds fucking cool."
Wow.
So, 70s
is-
electronic version of that.
Yeah,
symphony.
I was just gonna say, like, dude, I think I've heard of that. Is that the dude who like got a bunch of Moogs and like a bunch of early synthesizers and completely did a full note for note version of it using like very detailed, like meticulously programmed
Wow.
different synth sounds for every last little instrument in the orchestra and like did all 7
Wow.
pieces or something. I think I've heard of that.
it sounds like it must be. If it,
Yeah.
I can't imagine 2 people having that idea. That's a pretty niche cross section right there.
Okay, so last thing is I just want to try a layer. This might only be for the intro.
Ooh.
But-
Some ladies.
It's a lady. Exactly.
Interesting. Oh, you're muted.
You back? Whoa, wait. Was that you dropping off the shit again?
No, I didn't do anything that time.
Oh, I heard. Maybe that was me. Okay. Let me just see what it sounds like. Yeah.
I like it. When you send it to me, send me both choirs as one stem.
Okay. Will do, guy. All right, here we go. S the D.
As the D.
I just realized. So, here's the isolated thing of what I was just recording.
Those are dogs in it.
You can hear the dog barking.
Hey, there's dogs on Earth. I mean,
That's true.
they represent the
Are there dogs on Mars? That's not my dog, by the way. And longtime watchers of the stream will know.
Also, weirdly, I think everyone knows that I'm like a gigantic horror fan, but
Yes.
I think there is way more crossover with sci-fi through Black Market than horror. Although for a lot of people, I think maybe that difference is negligible or who gives a shit. But I think there's a lot more sci-fi black market than spooky black market.
Yes, I agree. I mean, there's Phantasm, Halloween,
As far as
Thriller, maybe could
Yeah.
fit in there.
Yeah,
sort of.
I kind of think so. Yeah, the spooky ones are like Stranger Things,
Oh,
Halloween.
There was an old school one too that was spooky.
But like, what is Twilight Zone? Is Twilight Zone more sci-fi or horror? It's kind of both.
I mean, they sort of bleed into each other at places.
Yeah.
And honestly, Stranger Things and there's a lot of examples of this. A lot of it is in TV. Stranger Things,
Mm-hmm.
Twilight Zone, X-Files.
X-Files. Yeah, that's true. That's kind
Those
of
are all like science fiction and horror.
That's true.
Both. Black Mirror.
Black. Yeah. We'll do a. I think I would love to finish the Twilight Zone trilogy, even though that is by far my least popular series of releases.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Oh, what a
No
bummer.
one listens to those, and it sucks because it's like they're really good. The first one is one of my favorite, still to this day, one of my
Yes.
favorite black market projects we've ever done.
I think it is one of the best ones in the whole catalog. All y'all, if
Yep.
you haven't heard the first
Yep.
Twilight Zone EP in the black market catalog, go
Yep.
listen. And especially if you're liking the theremin sound on this,
Yeah.
this reminds me of one song in particular because that one was you, and you had me and Myard.
Yep.
The three of us worked on it together, and there's at least one song in particular. There's one in particular that I'm thinking of.
He has like a squelchy synth that is like super theremin-y.
Yeah, sounds
Yeah.
very much like this song in this intro.
Yeah, he nailed it on that one. I've
Yes.
been going through and printing stems so I could start doing live stuff, and I just did the first Twilight Zone the other day, and I went through and like listened to all the stuff he did, and a lot of it is like unfortunately kind of buried. Like he did a lot of cool like percussion, like synth percussion and like drum stuff that I
I
wound up.
didn't even know that.
Yeah, I wound up bumping it up on the way he did it. It sounds so natural. Like it just sounds like that's part of the drums, but like those drum parts are like there's a whole bunch of stuff he's doing to those drum parts that like augment it and syncopate them, and it's really cool. But I bumped those up when I bounced it, so it'll be easier to hear that stuff once I start playing it. But yeah,
Nice.
and the second one's really good too. But the big mistake we made was we didn't call you for that one.
You're right. That was a huge mistake.
It was
A huge mistake that people often make.
Yeah,
It's
It-
probably the most common mistake made by humanity, actually.
yeah, I agree. Yeah, because it just didn't have the same vibe. I was trying to capture that vibe that we had, the three of us, and it just wasn't quite the same. It's still really cool. I actually really like it, but that first one, man, that one was magic in a bottle. That was good shit.
Yeah. And the vocal samples and everything that you
So
did
good.
from the show were so good.
So good. Yeah.
You're a bug, Mr. Wordsworth.
Yeah, they're so awesome. Yeah. And it's the first one that like established like, well, fuck, I won't do artists every time. I'll do TV show. I can dub out whatever I want. It doesn't have to be a fucking song. Who gives a shit?
Yeah, fuck songs.
Fuck songs. I've been saying that for so long. God, fuck songs.
It's true. It's true. People who know you know that you say fuck songs.
All my clients, every time they hire me, I write in the invoice, fuck songs.
Yeah, right. That's your response in the email when they say, "Hey, I'm looking for someone to mix my song.
Yeah.
How
fuck
much
songs.
do you charge?"
Fuck songs.
All right, let's try this with no dog.
Let's do it.
Is it making a difference? Can you hear the little?
I
It's
can.
subtle,
It just
but
it thickens it up. It's nice. And I mean, yeah, it's we've got a little bit of humanity, but we need humanity.
oh my god. All right, let's thicken it up.
Yes.
Thicken.
Thick.
thick, 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 thick.
it's fucking sweet.
Yeah, that's pretty tight.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
This is
It
ridiculous.
it honestly supports the theremin really well too, and yeah, it just fits the whole vibe I'm going for. You know what I mean? It's awesome, and
Let's hear this.
it's just gonna be awesome like emphasis of whatever dialogue I put right there, because it's gonna be some military speech, or like I'm hoping I can just find an Orson Welles passage and have this first song just be all like Orson Welles shit.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that the original recording of him reading The War of the Worlds on the radio that freaked everybody out is in the Library of Congress.
Yeah, no, it's in the public domain, and I have I downloaded the whole thing, so I've got
Oh, there you go.
yeah, like an MP3 of the whole like couple hours. It's like really long. Man, and funny enough, dude, like I started listening to that for this album. I didn't listen to the whole thing. But I've read War of the Worlds before, and I bought the movie, the 50s movie recently. I haven't watched the Tom Cruise movie in a long time. But like, man, it got me so into like sci-fi alien stuff. I read a book about Area 51 this month that was like really fun to read.
Really?
Yeah. But it wasn't from the perspective of like, holy fucking shit, aliens. Oh my God, aliens. It was like, they probably mention UFO in 2 of the like 20 chapters.
So what do they talk about?
It's this woman, Annie Jacobson. It's a really great author. She was nominated for a Pulitzer Prize.
Janie Jacobson.
Exactly.
Yes. Yes.
So she basically interviews. She tried to track down people that actually worked there, and she found a few people that were her sources, and they were anonymous for the book. But, I mean, they were like sworn to secrecy. Obviously, like like the level of classification that they were under, or the level of like how classified it was like literally no one will ever know what you're working on. Like when I die and you die, no one will know this even happened. Like that's how secret it was. Like no presidents ever knew about it, about a lot of the stuff that they did there. But it was all just like Air Force stuff. It was like spy planes and shit. That's like the majority of what they did there was they made like stealth bombers, and like, you know, they made these planes that would like fly 30,000 feet over Russia, and they would like take pictures of like missile silos and shit. It was wild.
So
it was a crazy
it's this
book.
huge expose book about that comes from firsthand interviews with people who worked at Area 51, and it's like a full cataloging of all the stuff that ever happened in Area 51.
That
and
wasn't
it's all
exciting. Yeah, it's all non-UFO
non-alien
shit.
stuff.
Yeah, pretty much.
Wow.
The juiciest.
And you
bit-
say it's interesting.
it was interesting. Okay.
Okay, I
Okay. If you
find
want,
that
if you
part
want me to
surprising.
really, if you want me to hook you with some UFO bait, I can do that. The end of the book, she brings it back around,
Okay.
and she talks about at the beginning of the book. She talks about Roswell, and one of the weird things about the Roswell crash was that. So initially there was a press release put out that said, holy shit, there's like a flying saucer in this field. Like what? And then like a couple hours later, they're like, wait, no, it was a weather balloon. Actually, it was not a flying. I don't know
Yeah, I've heard
why he
about
said that.
one. Yes.
So they put out a second press release that was, according to the book, completely bullshit, right? And she kind of starts the book off with the Roswell crash, and she talks about like the weirdest thing, according to her sources, was that when they looked at the debris, there was Russian writing on the inside of this crashed craft, right? And they looked like Russian symbols and characters or something. So then she kind of from there goes into like, you know, from that they established Area 51. They did all these tests, blah blah blah, Cold War, everything. Then at the end of the book, she talks about she brings it back to Roswell, and she kind of leads into her next book, which is about Operation Paperclip, which is where like the United States and the Soviet Union were like playing Hungry Hungry Hippos with Nazi scientists. They were just like
Right.
taking all the Nazi scientists from
Oh, I
Germany.
never thought about that. Yeah. I never thought, like, of all the Nazi scientists that ended up living in the USA,
There's a
that-
bunch that went to the Soviet
how
Union.
many of them went to the Soviet Union?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that was a big part of the Cold War starting up, was they were
Oh.
trying to leapfrog each other.
That explains
using-
a lot.
Yeah, using German scientists. They
Okay.
were trying to. So basically,
Okay.
according to the book, she brings it back to Roswell, and according to the book, Hitler's Germany came up with stealth technology and hovercraft technology, according to the book. So
Okay.
when World War II ended, the Soviets supposedly got the scientists that knew how to do that shit, right? And in particular, they also got Joseph Mengele, who is like
Yes.
the mad scientist of Germany, basically. Like he was
like the biologist
yeah,
experimentation. Yeah.
exactly. And back in the beginning of the book, another weird thing they said is that they found bodies. They were like child-sized, like 4 or 5 foot tall bodies, right? And so, and this will tie back into the World of Worlds, by the way. So
Sure hope so.
basically, the book alleges that Stalin got Joseph Mengele. Basically, Stalin had like a UFO type craft that he had built using German science, right?
Yes.
And it was like a circular craft that could fly around or whatever. And
Yes.
so Stalin saw all the hysteria around War of the Worlds and the fallout that happened, and how just like basically nothing like just created this mass hysteria in the United States. Like people died, like tons of people just like, it was like all over the country. Like people
in the
just
30s.
in the
this
30s.
happened,
Yeah.
right?
People like,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah, people flipped the fuck out because
Okay.
of the World of Worlds broadcast. So
Yes.
Stalin had this in his mind the whole time. Like, wow, Americans are fucking stupid. Like we could, even though they're beating us in the space race, they're beating us in the atomic energy race, like we can play these people like a fiddle, basically. And so his idea was, Joseph Mengele, we have this spaceship that we built. We want you to use your Nazi horrifying mad scientist powers to basically, and this is gross, but basically
No way.
use the bodies of children and like kind of, he did surgery on their heads to make their
What
heads
the
look really big
fuck,
and their
dude?
eyes look really huge, so they would look
No.
like aliens. This is according to the book. I'm not saying I necessarily believe this, but it's really interesting. And so
Is there like evidence to substantiate this, or is this like her theory, or what?
you'd have to read the book, but
Okay. Okay.
this is according to the book. I'm not saying
Wow.
that this is backed up by a whole lot or whatever, but it's just
Wow.
really interesting to think about.
Yeah.
And so supposedly he put these aviators in these crafts, and they were supposed to land in the United States and then cause the United States to freak out and think that we were getting invaded by aliens, and then the Russians could just
Wait. So not only did he freaking alter these people's bodies,
Mhm.
but he taught them how to fly this experimental craft.
Supposedly they were flown via remote control, is what the book says. They were like remote controlled from like a mother craft, like an airplane or something. Supposedly they came across Alaska and then down the coast or something and then they got over to New Mexico.
Unseen.
This is before like tons of radar and stealth. Well, that's not necessarily true. There's radar. Who knows how
Well, maybe they were being carried by the mother craft, you know, if they
Ex-
had some plane that could fly super high or something.
Exactly. But basically the book alleges that Roswell, there was never aliens. It was just basically a giant like Russian psyop on the United States to make the United States look really stupid. And it was like the opening shot of the Cold War. It was like the Russians being like, so what, you have nuclear weapons, we can like fucking manipulate your whole population and make them think there's aliens. You guys are all dumb. It's
How
crazy.
would that benefit the Soviets, though?
Well, it would to show that they had this crazy technology, this crazy aircraft that is like way more superior than anything we had, and two, to show that we can fly right into your country. And not only into your country, we can fly into New Mexico where you're testing atomic weapons. We can just fly right up to it and you guys won't even know. And supposedly that's why the United States kept it secret, was because they
didn't want anybody to know that the Soviet craft made it to their testing facility.
Yeah, because it makes the United States look really weak and unprotected, and like, you know,
and that would cause some hysteria.
Totally, that would be just as bad. I mean, think about it. People would be like, "Fuck it, we have to go to war with Russia now." You know, like we have to start World War III because they, you know, crashed their weirdo fucking Nazi spaceship shit in our fucking like atomic testing ground area. Like it's crazy. So I'm not saying I necessarily believe this. I just think it's like, I've never heard this particular theory before.
Yeah, I've never heard that either, man.
Because like,
that's a new one.
I don't know what happened in Roswell or fucking any of this shit. I don't know. Like, I'm not presuming that I know, but I read this book and that was the theory. That was like the running theory according to her sources and whoever else. And it was just, I was like, man. And she uses Occam's razor as an example of like, if you really think about it, doesn't that make a little more sense in a weird way than space aliens?
Sorta, yes.
Kinda. I mean, it's far-fetched, but
yeah,
so is aliens.
Something that takes place within the confines of the circumstances that everything else that we ever know has ever happened in.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, like I said, I'm not saying I believe that, but it's like a super awesome, crazy theory like that I've never heard before, and it just like...
It's a long time since I've heard a new one.
Totally, right? And I'd never heard that one before. So who knows? I'd rather it be aliens, honestly. But
yeah.
Well, maybe it was Stalin.
John Roy says he traveled back in time, so...
Oh, sweet.
So how far in advance from now are you from, John? And do you know... do you come from a time when... what happened at Area 51 is
relevant,
is known, and if so, what gives?
Yeah, but it's kind of one of those things that like I've been saying lately, since all this like stupid like QAnon conspiracy shit has like taken over everyone's brains. Like, I think conspiracy shit is really fun, but like X-Files conspiracy shit, like aliens and like like government projects and like weird things like that, like mind reading and weird like pseudo paranormal stuff is interesting. Like all the conspiracy stuff now is just like, it's just damaging and stupid, and I don't know, it's not fun. It's just it's gross.
I wonder what the difference is, because I mean, it's just like the difference is the fun stuff. It's about theories about things that happened in the past that we're trying to prove, and the thing that makes QAnon kind of like upsetting is that it's theories about what's happening now,
right?
Which gives this whole thing that like we need to do something about it,
and it's gonna happen. Like all those geniuses that showed up in Texas this weekend thinking that JFK was going to show up at Dealey Plaza.
JFK Jr.
And, well, it was both of them. It was both of them.
Oh, both of them, really?
Yeah, it was supposed to be both of them. But yeah, it was supposed to be JFK and Jr. were going to show up and anoint Trump, and they were going to become running mates or something. I'm just like, dude, that's really fun theory, but like, don't go to Texas and expect that to happen.
How did JFK and JFK Jr. become supporters of a Republican?
I have no idea.
President.
I have no idea. See, I don't look into that shit because I think it's dumb, and
like they had to have changed their minds since the time when they faked their death.
Also, yeah, or
like change their fundamental philosophies on civics, right?
Right.
Like,
exactly. Yeah, I have no idea why they put JFK on a pedestal. It's very strange.
Yeah.
Probably has something to do with the deep state did it, and I don't know. Who knows? Doesn't matter.
Because he was like, because he did something that like the system didn't like.
Right. So they killed him, and
Oh, I see.
who knows? Now we're speculating on complete bullshit. But I
Right.
don't
Yeah. I don't really know a whole
Yeah.
lot about QAnon stuff.
Me neither.
Okay. Wait. Oh, wait. We have the answer.
Oh, you're right. It was me. This is John Roy. It was me. I wanted Alien Jerky trading post to be created, so I made the jump. Nice. That's good stuff.
John, you were a witty bitch.
Yeah.
Man.
John, believe it or not, we've actually been working on tons of music on this stream, and only in the last 5 minutes since you joined, I went on a completely unhinged tangent about Area 51 and
Yeah.
Nazi scientists and all kinds of weird stuff.
Nate is fully QAnon now.
No, please don't say that. Oh my God. Please. Actually, if we want to get viewers, we should become a Q show.
We probably would get
Probably
a lot
would
more
crush
viewers on our
We would
stream.
crush
if we
it.
did. Yeah. Oh boy.
Yeah.
No, not really. But
Yeah, we're never going to do that.
here, I'm itching to hear the blend of these two choir things that we
do it.
recorded.
Yeah, sorry. That was a major tangent.
No,
but-
that was really interesting. Actually,
Well,
I'm
I
glad that you
just
said
finished
that.
the book
I
this-
really enjoyed that.
I just finished the book this week, and I don't have anyone to talk to about it. So obviously, you're forced to listen to me.
Speaking of someone to talk to about it, have you watched David Byrne's American Utopia?
No, I haven't watched it yet. I just started Squid Game last night, so we're doing Squid Game. Don't fucking spoil it, anyone, please. It's really
Yeah.
good.
No, I won't. What? How many episodes have you watched?
We watched 2 last night.
All right, I won't say anything. Enjoy it.
Yeah.
And don't dude, even like thumbnails and YouTube video titles spoil stuff.
Totally.
I
It sucks.
personally, I wouldn't even go on YouTube until I finished watching it if I were you.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, someone told me the premise, and even that, I was like, oh, fuck. Like, that's really fun. I would have liked to find that out while I was watching.
All you got to do, just watch it quickly and live under an internet rock in the
Yeah.
meantime,
Mhm.
you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, like there's all kinds of shit. Anything on Twitter, any title or thumbnail of a YouTube video about it, it will spoil shit for you.
Yeah,
Don't-
because
don't look.
tons of characters on that show are already, like, Twitter memes now. Like,
Exactly.
so,
Things on Reddit
yeah.
will spoil it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Check this out.
Yeah, John,
Mm-hmm.
I'm very curious to hear your thoughts on this track.
I don't think you're ready for this.
No.
Yeah. Okay. That's a good blend.
Yeah.
Let's see. So check out the bass.
It's good.
Everybody now who listens to this EP, who was here for the stream,
Mhm.
who's listening to this awesome pick bass sound in the intro, you will know the secret
Yeah, you will.
is just have a long middle fingernail.
slightly less theremin and vocal stuff and more skank.
Yep.
There we go. Yeah, there we go.
So we could do that.
It's good shit. That sounds awesome.
Be interested to hear what this sounds like through your phaser.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if that's the first thing I would do is throw it through there with everything else. Ooh. John Roy says, what about a Farfisa nod to Italian sci-fi? Bellissimo, John.
Bellissimo. All right, let's see. Let's see.
Farfisa.
Farf. What farf sounds do I have?
We're going out there on sounds on this EP. I'm really happy with it.
We sure are. Let's see here. Let me find my farf
Do it.
sound. Need to search through some stuff.
We're good. I'm trying to remember. Did the impetus to start this podcast start because we wanted to watch Star Trek together again? So we FaceTimed and watched a whole Star Trek, like 3 Star Trek episodes. And then from there we were like, oh, wait.
Yeah, pretty much.
That was it, right?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to talk while I'm
No, it's okay.
looking for stuff at the same.
Do your thing. I was just thinking out loud. Ooh. Groove Stranger says, heat ray sound intensifies. I love it. This is turning into like production by live stream committee, which is kind of wild and cool. Also, I'm when it comes to like this kind of thing, I try to yes and like every idea. Like even if I don't like it right off the bat, like I kind of didn't love the choir stuff. Like
Yeah,
right
that's
when I
true.
first heard it,
That's
it's
true.
like okay. But that's why I'm asking other people to be involved.
Yeah,
Is to make it sound not like me. You know?
That's deep. That's
to
deep.
get it to sound like, give it more depth and, get more influences from other people.
But you're right. This live streaming, I mean, it's just so much easier to call it a podcast, even though it's not a podcast.
Yeah.
Is yes, no, it did begin with our idea to
Watch
do
Star
a
Trek.
show, which is two guys who are obsessed with Star Trek: The Next Generation,
Mm-hmm.
watch through Deep Space Nine for the first time together.
Yep.
And
And
I
that-
still
that is-
reserve the right to do that.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, that is the gun we will hold at our viewers the entirety of the existence of this show.
Yeah, that's the threat holding, dangling. That's the sword
Yep.
dangling above your head.
Better keep showing up, or we're gonna do Star Trek.
We're just gonna become Deep Space Nine.
Yeah,
and
we're
nothing
just
but.
gonna do Deep Space Nine, and that's it. Yeah, no.
And we will probably enjoy it
yeah, we
a
will.
whole lot.
Yep.
Let's see what this sounds like. Hold up. How do you play a... There it is. Wait, how do you play an E minor chord again?
I'm like, I don't know.
It's kind of cool.
You know what's wild? That Farfisa sound almost has kind of an 8-bit quality.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
It's just like a super fast square wave.
Yeah, it's so cool. John Roy sounds like gives his approval. He says cuts through, which I agree, it definitely does.
THR.
Although we're gonna
You.
blend it through the Mutron once I get
Yeah.
out of it. But
Yeah. It'll get glued together with the freaking
yep.
phaser
Mm-hmm.
with the rest of the skunk, which will sound very good. Well, let me not do that.
Okay, bye.
Later,
All
guys.
right, later, everyone.
No, not that.
Let's go to
That.
the Nizcam.
Okay, let's try. Playing. Let's find the good skank vibe. And then there it is.
Yep.
We create a new track on my computator.
All right.
It's called Farf.
Barf.
That's right.
Barf.
Which
Barf,
is short
barf,
for
barf,
Farfignugan.
Wow.
Wow. Okay, I got
Sweet.
the idea now.
Yeah.
Now to do it without all the mistakes and stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
Very sweet. It's a good. That was a really good idea. It's one of those serendipitous things. Like if John had not joined the stream at that very moment, would we have had Farfisa on this song? I don't think we would have.
We wouldn't be Farfignugan right now.
No, not at all.
Cheers.
Cheers. I'm out of booze.
All the bows. You sounded like Mr. Plinkett right there.
Oh yeah.
All right, here we go.
All right.
One run through and then new drinks.
All right.
Here we go. Just hit that E major as hard as I can. That'll be good. I need to actually bring it down in my headphones a bit.
Quit fucking up.
Okay.
Thanks. Nice. Yeah. Excellent.
Thank you.
Kind of a workout, huh?
Yes, it is. It's
I kind of got the same, like, just massive forearm soreness after playing a couple keyboard parts on that song.
AKA the sore arm.
Yep. Killer, though.
but yeah, yes, it is.
Super
Oh, sorry, go
killer.
ahead.
No, I
thanks,
love it.
man.
Everything sounds really great. The bass rules. Farfisa, I love it. The harmonies are sick. For me, I would say this one's done.
Yeah, I agree
All
with
we're
you.
gonna do is kind of clutter it or something from here.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think this is everything that you need
Yeah.
to make an amazing dub track, along with Mr. Wells's voice.
Yep.
I love too, by the way, at the end of this. I mean, you might fade out by then, but how it is the low choir, but then
It sounds good. Oh.
but then there's these high little. Is that like an
Oh, that was
electric
me.
piano that you did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's a Wurlitzer and must be an electric. I did an electric piano sound.
Nice.
The next song I have a DX7 on. I've been looking for reasons to
Ooh.
use a DX7 sound, and
You have a DX7?
no,
Oh,
I would love. I mean, they're
you
actually
need to-
not that bad though. They're like
like, bro.
$500-600.
give me your DX7, bro.
I will get one someday, but
Okay.
no, I just have a
But nice.
DX7 sound on
Okay.
the Nord that I used.
Okay, sweet, man.
Yeah,
That's gonna sound good.
yeah, but no, I fully plan. Once I have more space, I fully plan to expand my keyboard rack. I want to get a Juno, either a 6 or a 60. I have to kind of do more research on which one.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd really love to get a DX7. Those two I could actually afford, and then some kind of like mini Moog, like bass thing I would love to get as well.
These are all the correct answers that you're saying.
I studied, I prepared for the test.
Let me just listen through the intro and hear it drop into the reggae,
Okay.
please. Let's hear it.
Pretty dope.
Okay, yeah. Once that farf is put into the phaser with the rest of the skank, I think it's gonna be sick nasty.
I agree. Yeah, that'll be really, really cool.
Something just started happening with your audio. The microphone is kind of crinkly,
Really? Still?
crinkly, crunkly.
Crinkle, crunkle, crinkle, crunkle. Still?
It wasn't. It started after I finished tracking the farf. Somehow this farfisa bled into your voice, and now it's all crinkly.
Farfed. So it still sounds shitty like right now?
Totally farfed.
Really? Is anyone
Swear to
on
God.
anyone out there listening, watching, viewing? Is my voice sounding really weird on the stream?
Or is it just to my face?
Yeah, because it sounds totally normal to me. But yeah, it could easily be getting farfed up somewhere.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
also, Groove Stranger says, I love the DX7 sound. Brandon, look up a free version called Dexed, DEXED.
okay. Yes. Thank you, Groove Stranger. I did find that. I haven't downloaded it yet, but now that I've got your recommendation, I will pull the trigger.
Nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, John says my voice just sounds kind of crackly. I think maybe my computer's just kind of slowing down right now. I've had it on all day. I
Oh.
think it's something like that.
Well, this is a great opportunity to remind if everybody out there, if you're not already a patron,
Yep.
if you're not already a supporter on the Patreon,
Yep.
please consider
Yep.
contributing if you can. If you can't, it's all good. Continue.
Yeah, we
Be part of what we're doing. Hang out. In that case, I'm not talking to you. But for the people who can, it makes a big difference. Both Nate and I actually, I think the first thing that we would spend the money on is new computer. I used to be able to flash all kinds of awesome little graphics and do funny, things that I and Nate think are funny on the screen during the stream. Can't do it anymore because my computer can't handle running that software at the same time as all this other software that we use to record. So anyway, it makes the stream better.
Yep.
Makes our music better.
Yep.
Everything.
As far as I know, if we got one new patron right now, I have a feeling the crinkles in my voice would probably go away.
Yeah.
I'm just spitballing here.
It's probably those voice crinkles that come along with no recent patrons.
Exactly. I'm gonna reset Source Connect and see if that helps at all, because it sounds totally normal to me. So I would think it could be a Source Connect thing.
Yes.
All right.
Well, it could be. I mean, if John is hearing it, okay, we're gonna do some signal flow diagnosing live on the stream here.
John and Groove Stranger are hearing it. They're both, so Twitch and YouTube, it sounds shitty.
Yeah.
Crinkles.
So is OBS getting the signal of your audio through Source Connect?
Yes.
Okay. All right,
Yep.
that might be it then.
Yeah. Let me try. I'm gonna just X out of Source Connect and reconnect.
Okay. Oh, now that's like a little.
Anybody? What's the verdict now, everybody? Do I still sound shitty to you, Brandon?
Yes.
Poop. Okay, so it's...
And also, there's a crinkle sound in the audio stream.
Okay. So, I have a feeling it's just my computer has been on for a while.
Yeah. Yeah, probably.
I've had it on like all day.
Yeah, usually if I don't restart my computer, like shut it down and give it a couple minutes and then start it before we start streaming,
Yeah.
all kinds of bad stuff happens.
Yeah. Let me check loopback and see if maybe sometimes if I get into loopback and then just shut it down, that kind of helps.
Yeah, it's got to be the major interval, of course. I was trying while you were gone. I was trying to play the little ditty that Source Connect plays when somebody leaves the stream.
That's
it's like
fine.
or something like that.
Well, I don't know. What should we do? Short of restarting my computer, I'm not sure what I could do here.
Well, what else do we want to do tonight? I mean,
Well,
I feel like
yeah,
we may as well just kind of
we're at
take it home on this crinkly note. You
Yeah.
can still hear what you're saying.
totally.
Like it's not. It's just the kind of audio thing that would be like maddening if we needed to live with it for another 45 minutes.
Yeah,
you know?
totally. Now let's bring this into the station, and then I will either put this thing out of its misery or diagnose the problem. I don't know. We'll see. I'll probably just shut my
Yeah.
computer off.
It's like getting worse as it goes. Wait, humor me.
Okay.
The mute button
Mhm.
on the channel on your board for your microphone, just like hit it a bunch of times, just like flex the tick, 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 tick.
Doing it.
No, that didn't make any difference.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
sometimes
it's-
shit like that.
I don't think it's a hardware issue. I think it is a software issue.
Okay.
Yeah. Because yeah, my board is like super straightforward. It's not, and the routing is really simple. It's nothing, I can't imagine it would be something on the board. But yeah, let's bring it home. We're almost at 3 hours. I was thinking maybe we could, if you felt like it, do the other song. But it's late, and I was gonna say, I think it would almost be better if I don't necessarily want to save it for next week. If you have time this weekend to do it, or anytime this week, go for it. Because it would be kind of cool to have one just to save for the EP for people to hear for the first time.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, we show you guys too much stuff.
yeah,
Anyway. You're getting spoiled.
fuck out of here.
Remember what it was like when a band that you like would release music that you've never heard before? Do you
Mhm.
remember what that was like?
Yeah. Yeah, if you want to do it next week, we can. But I feel like, we haven't. It's been a
That
while.
would make 3 songs.
Mhm. The
Is it
fourth,
3 song EP?
the fourth one is. Remember the one you reminded me about?
Yes.
I checked it
That
out.
one?
Okay, did you play on that one?
No.
Okay, shit. So.
But I don't need to. If it's good, it's good.
Yeah,
Don't
so
worry about
I listened to it and I thought it was I couldn't tell. I thought it was possible that you played some of this stuff, but I honestly couldn't remember. We can just say I will finish that one myself.
Okay.
I would say I completely trust what you would do with the next one.
Okay.
But I think it would be cool to. I would really like to release this next week. That's the only reason why I say let's hold off on doing
Yeah,
it.
man.
Because I want to get this one out the door because I want to start on the. I don't even know if the Christmas one's gonna happen. I don't know because I'm sure you've got a bunch of travel shit and moving, and so do I. So it's gonna be real tough to do the
Yes.
Christmas
Yeah,
one.
exactly. I'm gonna be like we talked about before. We're both gonna be moving
Yep.
studios, dismantling and reattaching our studios over the Christmas time.
It's gonna be real tough to do much of anything. But I'm gonna try. I'm gonna at least start a Christmas song soon and see how far it gets. But that one's like a really special one to me. I really want to get
Yes.
a lot of people on it. Like it might be even one of those things I record in January, February, and just sit on it until next Christmas. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I did that with the Halloween one I just put out. I sat on it for years. So.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'm down for that, and I agree with you. It is something that is like
It should be kind of a special one.
it needs to be done well.
Yeah.
Definitely care a lot about it.
Yeah.
Man, I love, like I talked about on one of the earlier streams, like I love Christmas music.
Hmm. Yeah, like I want
And I'm
to.
very excited, and it's gonna be really hard to. If you're down, dude, and especially if we do end up giving ourselves a bit more time, but regardless whether we do or not, I would like to know if you would be willing to expand it beyond the usual 4-song EP. Maybe do more than 4 songs.
So
just
we do,
because
like,
of
an
how
album?
many
You want to
good songs there must be.
do
Or
like a
that there
full,
are to do.
like a full album?
I don't know how many, but I
Okay.
feel like 4, chopping it down to 4,
It's pretty tough.
there's going to be some heinous omissions.
Well, think about it. The only reason I choose 4 is because that gives you roughly a week for each song, so I can crank it out in a month, right?
Yeah.
But if we're thinking this Christmas is probably not going to happen, which I think is a high possibility at this point, then we could put it. Yeah, we could do as many as we want. We just will be working on it well after Christmas.
Yeah.
So people maybe in March will probably be fucking sick of hearing Jingle Bells on the stream, but whatever.
Oh, right, if we do it on the stream. Well, that one might be a good candidate for keeping secret from people on the stream,
Totally. Yeah.
you know, all y'all, because then it'll be like a real
A real Christmas present.
present.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yeah, and like
Unwrapping that bow.
obviously it's gonna be you and me, but this one's like Wallace will be like the star of the show for this whole
Nice.
project. Like I want him to basically play on everything, or at least source the players who will. And it's gonna be like all instrumental horn stuff, is what I want to do. Like a bunch of the songs I can imagine him just playing sax. You know?
Yeah. Reggae Dave Cause.
Mm-hmm.
Reggae, what's his name? The guy who plays the Sopranos. Kenny G. Yeah. But reggae.
John Roy says, spray your whole studio with detoxit.
Yeah.
Or
Exactly.
deoxit. Sorry.
Deoxit, yeah.
I'm 99%. It's just my computer's been on all day. That's
Yeah,
all it is.
and
And John is saying he
Yeah,
play as well.
yeah,
Oh,
it's
sweet.
that's exactly what I was thinking. We must have John play.
Mhm.
Dude, we got to get Wallace. We need to have John play on it. We need to get like Tom Cook. We need to get like fucking
Shit, we should get Joanne somehow.
exactly.
Sam, I'm gonna get Sam Small on it for sure. God, there's so many people we can.
Yeah,
probably
this
call.
might be a year-long project if we're gonna do it the way that we want to do it,
It
rather
c-
than like a little Christmas EP that we put together, or we could do both.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, the cool thing about doing it as a full big album project thing is like, you know, if we play our cards right, like Christmas music is like eternal. You know what I mean? And if we made a truly great reggae Christmas record, it's like that's you're sitting on gold right there. That's the whole point. You know, every artist has to put out a Christmas something.
Every single one,
Every single one.
every artist. I'm a fan of.
We could play. I bet you we could play a game on the stream where you say an artist, and I'll Google if they have a Christmas anything, and I bet you they will.
Claude Monet.
Suicidal tendencies. Guar. I bet you Guar has a Christmas album.
Guar definitely does.
Yeah. Let's see.
Okay. The quality of your voice is getting worse and worse as we're talking. It's like
Oh, man.
it's straight up Martian War of the Worlds now at this point.
All right. I can't wait to review this stream and hear how bad it is. It's probably gonna raffle.
It just sounds like bees are living in your throat
Oh my
right
god. All right. Well, let's put this stream out of its misery.
now. All right, man.
All right, great job, Brandon. Thank you so much for everything tonight, and thank you everybody who's watching. Patreon, patreon.com/blackmarketdub.
Yeah.
Wise Owl on Bandcamp, over there. Black Market on Bandcamp, or over here. Fucking help us out here. We're
Yeah, follow all the stuff that you don't already follow. Subscribe to all the stuff you don't already subscribe to.
tell your
And,
friends, your
yep.
pastor, your clergyman, your
Tell your pastors, tell your rabbis,
Yep, your
tell
rabbis.
your imams. Bring them.
All right, I'm sure this is unbearable now, so let's get out of here. I bet you the outro song is going to be just as bad. So, all right, everybody enjoy.
All right.
Peace,
We
y'all.
love you. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Okay, wow, so
Special.
Brandon is letting me know that this sounds like absolute dog shit. So, thanks, patrons. See you next time.